Part 2 of Epic Fails from Clan War Leagues. What's shaking, guys? It's Feldy bringing you another Clash of Clans video, and today we are in Epic War Fails from Clan War League. I love these. This is not really to mock or belittle anybody by any means. This is really just to actually have fun and show you some really epically bad attacks. Maybe you don't make the same mistakes. Maybe you can learn from them. That's really what this is really intended for. Hey, if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you guys subscribe and like, and also hit that little bell notification because that will get you videos daily in your inbox. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Epically bad. Why not just go ahead and start out on me on a replay? And this is one of those bases that were in Clan War League, the Championship League tournament, when Town Hall 12 was the max. I believe that was in like November when the actual championship happened. So this guy kind of comes in. I'm just going to kind of 2x speed it. He's got some baby drags, and this is kind of where it starts to get good. All right, so he comes in, and he's got bowlers, ice golems. Well, obviously my troops are going to take care of that. The Eagle ends up locking onto the Grand Warden, which I don't know what the Grand Warden was doing. He went back to do something, which ended up kind of not screwing this guy over, but kind of screwed the guy over, because then all the other troops were out in front, and then this whole like freezed area over here ends up just getting blasted. My Town Hall, just a sliver of health. Look at that sliver of health. Had those skeletons not popped up, that Town Hall would have gone down, and this guy probably, honestly, probably would have gotten 2 stars on me. Instead, it's just an absolute epic fail, and my skeletons absolutely go ham over his troops. 45%. Wowza, that is rough. Okay. Let's go ahead and we will do a really bad attack. Simple Man is no longer with us, so I feel okay showing this video. We like Simple Man. He is welcome back anytime, but 93% 1 star. It's because it's one of these island bases. I will go ahead and 2x speed this. That way you guys aren't completely bored out of your mind, but look at this. The E-Drag is the way to go with an island base, I will have to say, but here's the problem. When you don't place the troops absolutely precisely, you will never get that Town Hall. And that's exactly what happened. He really needed to save once that funnel got in there up here towards this little area and over here. Then he could have thrown in those last little loons and maybe saved a rage and place the rage kind of like near this wall unit, and then it would have been fine. But he didn't, and in doing so, the troops go all the way around the outside and are going to get absolutely roasted by this single target Inferno. You also know that there's got to be some skeleton traps in that little single target Inferno area, which I'm sure there are. Let's go ahead and 4x speed it. We have 1 single dragon left, which, poor dragon, you will get absolutely roasted by that single target Inferno. 93%, that's really rough. That's really rough because it's such a high percentage that you really want to get that 2 star, but yeah, you just can't. Okay. New best, his Town Hall 13 base, super rushed walls, but he's got everything going for him. He is upgrading like a madman. Hey, and you might as well take advantage of all these heroes and everything else in Town Hall 13. It's going to be a grind anyway. You might as well enjoy the game and rush how you feel like you need to. So this guy comes in and he thinks that he can just do a queen walk without any healers or without any rages placed down on her. So she ends up going in and essentially being a naked queen walk that gets about a quarter of the way up through. Then the rest of the troops kind of come in. They get spun around in the tornado trap. The Giga Tesla or Giga Inferno rather, with the Teslas. Jeez. They end up absolutely frying those E-Drags. And then sure enough, the other E-Drags over here get just a little bit of like the cleanup mess, but then they really don't do a whole heck of a lot. That Air D and that Expo are going to absolutely slaughter them, and that is why you have single target Infernos at Town Hall 13, because they absolutely devastate. All right. Day 6, let's go. We've got number 2. Lord Glenn ends up getting attacked by their number 2, and it is just absolutely a piece of work. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to 4 times speed this just a little bit because he has a little bit of cutting going on. Okay, now, so that baby drag ends up trying to cut. That E-drag ends up cutting as well. I don't know if it's exactly how he wanted it to be, but good enough for the price of rice, I assume, and here we go. We're going to get right into these E-Drags kind of coming down and funneling in, which he throws a rage down, but why wouldn't you throw in all the other E-Drags at this point? Now, you know that they work best in clusters, and you've got a raged baby drag out of the clan castle already, so you know this is trouble looming. And we might as well just go ahead and fast forward. He's going to try to throw down his troops. We have just too much firepower in here, especially with the way that town hall is inset into that triple island. So the queen, she comes in. She's getting roasted by that level 5 Inferno. All these little archers get really... I mean, that level 5 Inferno tower absolutely just kills those little archers, and sure enough, the rest of the clan castle troops come over, try to help out here with the air troops. I know that they're going to get absolutely cremated as well by those E-Drags, but in the meantime, we do have enough of the units going around the base to also help clean up. Look at these archers distracting those E-Drags. That is one of the reasons why you love filling clan castles with archers, because the E-Drags will distract and not all of the archers come out at once. So there's going to be this like multiple kind of layered archer release, I guess I should say. So it's just kind of fun to watch. It was a halfway decent attack, but you got to go for the town hall, and that's the risk that you take by coming in, trying to take out the eagle, and then not even dropping balloons over the eagle. That was a big mistake, and that just kind of made me smile. So let's go ahead and take a look at number 6. On number 6, Papa gets attacked here. He is going to be attacked by kind of a mixed bag of troops. We have our clan castle troops that end up getting killed to the poison, but they do distract just a little bit. Not that that time fail matters at all, because it doesn't, but here come all the rest of those archers, and again, the reason why you absolutely love archers is because they distract. Look at how far that queen went down before she used her ability. They had to use the rage. I don't know if they wanted to use the rage right there. I assume they probably did not. So he comes in with the rest of the troops, spring traps, kind of sending in a really weak royal champion, and she gets knocked out within like moments. What she should have done is wait until that wall wrecker got a little bit more into the base. That way a few more troops would have been at least in front of that royal champion. All right. As you can see, just some destruction going on. It is just really fun to kind of watch these epic fails, because, I mean, as much as like you don't want somebody to fail, when it goes against your clan and it just so happens to be just like that, they barely get the 1 star, you kind of have to laugh. All right. Let's see here. Day 5, we have got number 7, and here we go. So Simple Man, again, one of our former clanmates, he is taking a break from the game, which is awesome, because I think everybody needs to take a break from the game at some point. I did too, for like a year. All right. He comes in, this guy comes in, Raim, and he has just an absolute mess on his hand with his core. And I assumed that he would actually be able to kill it, maybe even use the Warden's ability a little later than he did. But he basically ends up killing the Town Hall. Then all the Clan Castle troops essentially just absolutely annihilate this cluster of troops over here because that baby drag did not get frozen, and so the baby drag was able to just splash damage all of his troops. Guys, I am so exhausted right now. If you cannot tell, it is absolutely like it is so late at night, and I have been running on fumes, and I am just, it's like, it's not even midway through the week, so, as I record this, but it will be Friday for you guys as, this is being released, so, yes, that's the beauty of Clan War League. I actually get a few chances to record some videos for you guys and then edit them throughout the week, and then I can actually focus on some other content. It gives me just that little extra edge to hopefully actually do some like base building or other like fun content for you. So this guy clearly had nothing else. He had one archer, a jump, a couple bat spells. I think he was just kind of thinking, well, do I even bother placing anything down, because clearly it's all going to get annihilated with these wizard towers. So I think he just decides that's where I'm going to end it. That, or he got disconnected, which is a possibility. All right, let's go a couple more here. 3 more. Day 3, number 3. We have my attack. Oh boy, I hate showing my failed attacks, but hey, you gotta do it. That's part of life. That is part of YouTube. I would rather be 100% transparent with you guys, and I kind of feel like the joy of my channel is that I'm kind of like you guys. I try things out. I wanna explore a new attack sometimes, and this one, for whatever reason, I just could not get the troop comp to actually do what I wanted it to do. What I was hoping it would do is kind of funnel in half of it, funnel in the other half, and then kind of meet in the middle at that town hall. But what ended up happening was just a whole lot of clustering, and it did not work out the intention that I wanted. So I ended up having to kind of freeze and rage at different points that I did not want to. And ultimately, I ended up getting flustered. I just ended up throwing in my Royal Champion right away, kind of naked, which was a really bad decision, but I'm hoping that I can get the Town Hall right here. Out come the Clan Castle troops, get the Town Hall, get at least 1 star. That was all my intent was on that little push right there. Then I'm thinking, okay, I've got these guys kind of coming around the bend over here. I should at least be able to get 2 stars. Nope, that air sweeper and that air defense definitely took out all my guys because they are chasing that king. Then they just can't get over there. Air D goes down, but so does my Grand Warden, and that was all she wrote. All right. I'm just a normal player just like you guys. I literally try my best, but sometimes I end up failing just as much as the next person. And that's a glorious thing about this game. I think what I try to really expose is that I'm a normal human, and this is another way to show you. This is my Town Hall 11. But apparently I did not funnel properly. Now I can tell you I did not funnel properly. I should have brought baby drags to cut these storage units, and then I would have at least had a shot to get a 2 star, if not at least a 1 star. But this whole mess just went completely awry. Look at how horrible my attack was. I have baby dragons coming out of the clan castle that I'm trying to fight off. My troops just go meandering over to the right. It was just absolutely a train wreck. I thought my queen would at least be able to come in and save this, but she even could not do it. I have that Expo just pounding on her. That was just so horrible. I literally I think I swore about 20 times in the game, and I threw my phone down and I just like walked away. It was really bad. This was like a really bad attack for me because I literally could not believe what happened. And I feel like that's just part of life sometimes, and you just gotta have to accept defeat and learn from it and move on. And that's kind of what I try to teach you guys. So, all right. Then we have one last attack, a Town Hall 13 on a Town Hall 13. This is an attack on my mom's base. She is very smart in terms of base layout design, and she really tries to utilize where certain buildings are actually placed to her advantage. And I think she did a really good job with her base layout this Clan War League. So this guy was only able to get a 1-star. It's only like a minute and 40, so I mean, it's not a very quick attack. Even though it's E-Drags and Loons, you would think that that would actually be a much longer delayed attack, but it definitely wasn't. And here you go. You can see the Grand Warden tries to use the ability on himself. Dude, you gotta put that Grand Warden and get his ability down and active on troops, not just him, because he alone will not survive. So, sure enough, the Archer Queen, she goes down to Skelly's and that mortar. We just have this one last little dragon over here. We are going to see him kind of go around, then get absolutely obliterated by that Inferno Tower. Voila! 1-star. Awesome D from my mama. All right. That does it for the failed attacks. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one. It is always something to behold in attacks. You try to plan, you try to plan, you try to plan, but executing sometimes goes awry. Hope you learned what to do, what not to do, how to use your heroes. Make sure you guys place them at different intervals and have some tanks in front of that Royal Champion. Till next time, guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Feldy, peace.